Excuse me, but it's a fact video. And yeah, I can just hope that I haven't done these facts before. There's 50 of them. Oh, excuse me, I think I've got hiccups now. Brilliant. Oh, I've just gone to the bottom of the page, and it said one of these amazing but useless facts is false. Do you know which one? Okay, well that's a little fun game we can play throughout the video. See if we can guess the lie. Great, okay, well I'm just gonna get cracking because there's 50 of them to get through, so let's just go. Okay, the word Q is the only word in the English language that is still pronounced the same way when the last 4 letters are removed. Honey is the only food that does not spoil. Honey found in the tombs of Egyptian pharaohs has been tasted by archaeologists and found edible. Beetles taste like apples, wasps like pine nuts, and worms like fried bacon. Useful. Months that begin with Sunday will always have a Friday the 13th. All of the words in the English language, the word set has the most definitions. Coca-Cola would be green if colouring weren't added to it. What is called a French kiss in the English-speaking world is known as an English kiss in France. On average, a hedgehog's heart beats 300 times a minute. Almost is the longest word in the English language with all the letters in alphabetical order. More people are killed each year from bees than from snakes. The average lead pencil will draw a line 35 miles long or write approximately 50,000 English words. Rhythm is the longest English word without a vowel. And when I was at school, I got taught by my music teacher to remember how to spell rhythm. If you just remember a little phrase, rhythm has your 2 hips moving. Just like my very easy method just speeds up naming planets. Mars, Venus, Earth, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. More people are allergic to cow's milk than any other food. In 1386, a pig in France was executed by public hanging for the murder of a child. That doesn't sound realistic, I don't know. Camels have 3 eyelids to protect themselves from blowing sand. A cockroach can live for several weeks with its head cut off. The placement of a donkey's eyes in its head enables it to see all 4 feet at all times. Excuse me. Human thigh bones are stronger than concrete. The 6 official languages of the United Nations are English, French, Arabic, Chinese, Russian, and Spanish. You can't kill yourself by holding your breath. There is a city called Rome on every continent. Earth is the only planet not named after a god. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. Mars, I don't remember a god called Mars, or the rest of them for that matter. It is against the law to have a pet dog in Iceland. It is against the law to burp or sneeze in a church in Nebraska, USA. Your heart beats over 100,000 times a day. You are born with 300 bones, but by the time you have become an adult, you only have 206. Horatio Nelson, one of England's most illustrious admirals, was throughout his life never able to find a cure for his seasickness. Some worms will eat themselves if they can't find any food. But they taste like bacon, so it's probably okay. The skeleton of Jeremy Bentham is present at all important meetings of the University of London. I don't know who Jeremy Bentham is, so if anybody wants to enlighten me on that, go for it. Dolphins sleep with one eye open. It is impossible to sneeze with your eyes open. Right-handed people, on average, live 9 years longer than left-handed people. The world's oldest piece of chewing gum is 9,000 years old. The longest recorded flight of a chicken is 13 seconds. Your ribs move about 5 million times a year every time you breathe. So you breathe about 5 million breaths a year. Queen Elizabeth I regarded herself as a paragon of cleanliness. She declared that she bathed once every 3 months, whether she needed it or not. That's disgusting in these days. Although saying that, bathing, I haven't had a bath in a very long time, because I haven't got a bath, I have showers. But they didn't have showers, so. The elephant is the only mammal that can't jump. One quarter of the bones in your body are in your feet. Slugs have 4 noses. Like fingerprints, everyone's tongue print is different. Owls are the only birds who can see the colour blue. How do they know that? The first known transfusion of blood was performed in 1667 when Jean-Baptiste transfused 2 pints of blood from a sheep to a young man. A man named Charles Osborne had a hiccup for 69 years. A giraffe can clean its ears with its 21-inch tongue. Yuck. Fingernails grow nearly 4 times faster than toenails. The average person laughs 10 times a day. An ostrich's eye is bigger than its brain. Most of the dust particles in your house are made from dead skin. The present population, it's gone up now, of 5 billion, which is now obviously 7 billion, plus people in the world is predicted to become 15 billion by 2080. In which case I'll be 92 if I'm still alive. Jesus. That's such a weird thought. Women blink nearly twice as much as men. And last but no means least, Hitler was a vegetarian and had only 1 testicle. I'm going to click on more facts. But that's a true or false one. I think I've done those before. Okay, I'm just going to does is human rights. I don't know whether to call them. They're an organisation. It's a global web movement to bring people-powered politics to decision-making everywhere. So it's all about using the public to go against the people in control, really. I'm not going to find anything there. So yeah, if you're interested in politics and stuff like that, then please go and have a look. Okay, I'm just going to have to find something. I could just leave it, I suppose, it's 12 minutes. Okay, I've got 50 facts about the US economy that will shock you. Let's see. Where did they start? Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Okay, are you ready? This is 50 facts about America that will shock you. Are you prepared to be shocked? A staggering 48% of all Americans are either considered to be low income or are living in poverty. Approximately 57% of all children in the US are living in homes that are either considered to be low income or impoverished. If the number of Americans that wanted jobs was the same today as it was back in 2007, the official unemployment rate put out by the US government would be up to 11%. The average amount of time that a worker stays unemployed in the US is now over 40 weeks. That's nearly a year. That's crazy, that's like 9 months. A recent survey found that 77% of all US small businesses do not plan to hire any more workers. There are fewer payroll jobs in the US today than there were back in 2000, even though we have added 30 million extra people to the population since then. Since December 2007, median household income in the US has declined by a total of 6.8% once you account for inflation. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, 16.6 million Americans were self-employed back in December 2006. Today that number has shrunk to 14.5 million. A Gallup poll from earlier this year found that approximately 1 out of every 5 Americans that do have a job consider themselves to be underemployed. According to author Paul Osterman, 20% of all US adults are currently working jobs that pay poverty level wages. Back in 1980, less than 30% of all jobs in the US were low-income jobs. Today, more than 40% of all jobs in the US are low-income jobs. Back in 1969, 95% of all men between the ages of 25 and 54 had a job. In July, only 81.2% of men in that age group had a job. This is quite depressing. Sorry. This is all about jobs. It's about the US economy, so I guess. A recent survey found that 1 out of every 3 Americans would not be able to make a mortgage or rent payment next month if they suddenly lost their current job. The Federal Reserve recently announced that the total net worth of US households declined by 4.1% in the third quarter of 2011 alone. According to a recent study conducted by the BlackRock Investment Institute, the ratio of household debt to personal income in the US is now 154%. As the economy has slowed down, so has the number of marriages. According to a Pew Research Center analysis, only 51% of all Americans that are at least 18 years old are currently married. Back in 1960, 72% of all US adults were married. The US Postal Service has lost more than $5 billion over the past year. In Stockton, California, home prices have declined 64% from where they were when the housing market peaked. Nevada has had the highest foreclosure rate in the nation for 59 months in a row. If you can believe it, the median price of a home in Detroit is now just $6,000. What? You can't even put a deposit down in the UK for $6,000 pounds. That's crazy. $6,000.